Let's make a new key for a BMW 5 Series 2018. This one is a G30 body, and the cool thing about this particular model is that it is a plug-in hybrid, which is quite unusual in my opinion. So the customer bought the car from the auction, and the key that the car came with has no proximity functions available. It only works in an emergency slot when you put the key right against the steering column. So yeah, now let's make him a new key so he can use the car properly. Here I'm looking for the battery to insert into the new key, of course, and we are getting the key ready. I'm using a universal BMW key that's compatible with most BMW models. And now I just have to download the right software onto this key to make it compatible with this beautiful BMW. Now I'm using another programming machine to get the key learned into the car. The funny thing is, for the most Japanese and American cars you actually have to learn key to the car. With European vehicles you have to learn car into the key, which makes the process quite more complicated. So in order to start the procedure of programming, we need to remove the battery, of course, and with this model here we have to remove BDC2 module. Here I'm checking to make sure that power has been deactivated, and yeah, looks like that somebody has been working here before. I don't know what they were doing, maybe installing something aftermarket, whatever. I really just need to get my stuff working. So it looks a little easier on the video. In reality it took me a little more time than you can see on this edit, but we got the module out eventually, of course carefully. Now we just have to take the board out of this BDC2 module. Important thing you have to know about the BMW, especially the plug-in hybrid, is when all keys are lost, dealer is the only source you can get the key from. So while you have at least one key working, make sure to get the spare one so you don't get stranded, because dealer may take forever to get you a new key. Also, it's always cheaper to get a spare key than to make a key from scratch when there's no keys available at all, because that makes the process much more complicated. So here we got the board, and we're gonna get started with the most complicated part of this job. The critical thing is to make sure that we have a good and stable internet connection and a power supply, which I do have, of course, as I'm using Starlink for my internet connection, and I have a stable power supply as well. So yeah, let's get everything connected, and we'll see magic happen. Now this is the part where we are reading original ISIN code from the original key. Luckily it has still chip working inside, so this made the job much easier compared to where it would be no key at all. Right, the most complicated part is over. Now we just have to put everything back together. We put fuses in the same direction. I've taken a picture when I took them out so I know exactly where they were. Now we assemble it all back. We get it installed inside, we connect the battery, of course, and now let's check out the new key. I start the engine, but there's no sound because this is a hybrid model. You can see it moving, and when I press on both pedals with my both feet, gas and brake, you can actually hear gas engine engage. So yeah, I am happy with the result. Now we just have to make sure that proximity is working correctly. Yeah, there it goes. Beautiful. Now the last part is cutting an emergency blade. Right, thank you for watching. See you later.